Now, today is the 60th anniversary of Queen Elizabeth and her ascension to the throne, her coronation. So today was deliberately chosen as a provocative day of those amongst our federal politicians who passionately want a republic to go off and make the case for a republic. One of those, of course, is the Deputy Prime Minister, Wayne Swan. I do find it amazing that politicians who have been able to successfully put on the ballot in 2013 a referendum recognising Aboriginal people in our Constitution, recognising local government in our Constitution, haven't been able to, during the 6 years of progressive politics, have not been able to progress the issue of the Republic. Now, it was many a year ago, in 1999, when we last had the national conversation about this, and remember, it seemed inevitable at that time. But seemingly, the subject of a republic has stalled, if not gone backwards. This is a key message to people who believe that same-sex marriage, like I do, is going to be inevitable. You need to pick your time and you need to win the fight, not the 73rd time around, but you need to try and win it the first or second time around. Because ultimately, these issues, once the country's attention has been drawn to it and we make a decision against it, it is very hard to drag people back towards it. But I've got to say, while the timing was provocative, I thought it was mildly inappropriate of those MPs to choose today to be the day to further the cause of the Australian Republic, one that virtually no major political figure in Australia has talked about at all in the past 6 years, certainly not in the past couple of years. It comes up here and there, but you would hardly say that it is the great debate. You would think that the same-sex marriage debate, in terms of reforming and modernising Australia, has now become where the Republic was the best part of 15 years ago. As I say, that's a lesson to people with the Republic about how they need to run a consistent campaign, and same-sex marriage about how they need to be careful about how that campaign works. But I've got to say that on the Republic issue itself, back when the referendum was there, I was a passionate Republican. I believed that the best system was one where the President was chosen by the Parliament. I don't believe the direct election of the President is the best way to do it. Therefore, if there was to be a vote anytime soon, I'd probably vote against it, because I don't want the direct election model. But of course, that's the easier one to understand, and that's the one that they say people will be in support of. But what's interesting here is that someone like myself, who couldn't be more plugged into politics, has gone from being passionate about an issue, about who is Australia's head of state, to now kind of agnostic on it. I now sit in that realm of people where I think millions of people are saying, yeah, can we get to it later? There are other things to get to, right? And again, third time around, I repeat, to those who are passionate and trying to get changes to same-sex marriage laws, you need to understand it is a constant campaign, and one where you need to convince people, not badger people, not tell people that they are darkened in the past if they're not going to vote for, not pull as many celebrities together as possible, but you need to convince house by house, neighbour by neighbour, suburb by suburb, real person by real person that this is the right thing to do. Otherwise, the long-term future of the same-sex marriage debate will be exactly the same as the Republic, where basically we'll only talk about it once in a blue moon and it'll just move on.